5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
First of all, there we go.
Okay, wait.
Oh shit. I like how you just shoved the sports media in this, like you didn't change your name.
I was gonna change it.
You're the evil all-consuming sports media. Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of the Race Hangover. Round of applause, everybody. Katie, you better be clapping. I'm your host, Austin Terry, joined by my co-host, Katie LeBoudler. So how this works is we basically debrief every race, pick out some top moments, give out some awards and whatnot. So that's kind of the general gist of it. We'll just chat shit the entire time, pretty much. So barring any interference from Katie, are we moving on to the rapid fire race recap?
Sure, I'll say welcome, obviously. Just a little backstory. Austin is like major F1 fan. I'm a very new F1 fan, so you've got the two kind of perspectives here. Yeah. Follow us on socials though. Shout
Please.
that out
Yes,
first because
yes.
we're gonna be probably proper unhinged on here, but if you want like the weekly crash out during the week, socials.
Socials. Twitter is, well, X has been very good. It's been entertaining, but actually all of them have been. Okay, so rapid fire race recap. We started off that one incident between Oscar Piastri and Max Verstappen. They classic force someone off at turn one incident thing. But this time they decided Verstappen wasn't going to give the place back and instead just give him the penalty instead. So it's kind of a bit silly from Red Bull to not just tell Max, hey, give back the place, go chase down Oscar. And then while that was happening, Yuki Tsunoda, everyone's favorite prince, and Pierre Gasly, who is Katie's favorite driver, crashed out. It was, I forget who was ahead of who. Like who caused it again? Was it Pierre that caused it? No, it was Yuki that caused it. Was
No,
it
it
not?
was Yuki.
Yeah, Yuki may have got. Well, I think it was just a racing incident. They had nowhere to
Yeah,
go. Like
it wasn't really like a
no one could have done much.
No.
And then there was a bit of nothingness throughout that race, and then Lando fell for Lewis Hamilton's DRS trap on the second last corner twice. Lewis must have been giggling under that helmet.
This was like, really?
There's no way this dumbass is gonna fall for this again.
Guys, if you follow us on Twitter, you'll see someone tweeted like, "No way he fell for that twice." Guys, he was just in a silly, goofy mood. Like,
and then we had the Guido 2-second pit stop from Ferrari.
they had a 2 and a 2 point something.
Yeah, that's insane. They were on it today, which was really helpful for Charles Leclerc. And then after the pits, Piastri got ahead due to the 5-second penalty for Max Verstappen, and he never looked back apart from the flashing balcony light on turn 10 that he pointed out. That may or may not have been Jos Verstappen. That was
He's out there like in the Matrix.
And after that, or before that, I'm not really too sure. I forgot. Alonso.
That was at the end.
Yeah, it was close to the end, but Alonso and Bortoleto was also close to the end.
Yeah.
I just found out in that race that Alonso is Bortoleto's manager. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either, and they said that, and I was like,
I had no idea.
They took a plane back together.
Yeah. Didn't he joke he wasn't going to feed him or something? And then after that, Lando hunted down Charles Leclerc for a couple of laps unsuccessfully, of course, which led to the Piastri Verstappen Leclerc podium, and then Kimi Antonelli being unwell after the race. But that is all I have for the rapid fire race recap. Did I miss anything?
I just sent you on TikTok right before this started, and I was like, "This can't be real," but it was.
Oh yeah, yes.
It was Jack Doohan said, like, I don't even know what lap. Oh, so this is probably just before lap 45. He goes, "The Saubers swap positions. Why are we not swapping positions?" And then race control says, or like they go, "Pierre crashed out in lap 1. We're on 45." No like helpfulness, just like, they weren't being nice. They just Pierre crashed out on lap 1. We're on 45. He goes, "Swap on lap 45. Negative. Pierre is out." Okay.
Oh, that's so funny. It's like, surely they told him earlier that
You'd
Pierre
think
crashed out.
immediately after it happened, they were like, "Hey,
Hey,
Just so
our
you
French
know.
king's out. Like
Or like, hey, you know that red flag we're all experiencing right now?
this safety car. I
Yeah, like,
wonder who caused it.
yeah. There were some good radios. There was another minor Alex crash out.
Oh, he's so sassy on the radio. I love
My
it. It's
king.
so good. He yeah, I feel bad for like his race engineer 'cause, like you just tell him basic information and he's like, "What are you thinking?" Like,
Hey, but double points for them.
yeah,
So,
huge haul for Williams.
yeah. Carlos finished a race.
Is there like best ever points like start since like 2016?
16, yeah.
Yeah, that's
They
fucking
just
sad.
posted some graphic. It's so funny. It's like it says new era or whatever. Like
Yeah.
the Carlos in this picture is so funny. I'll put it on screen.
Oh yeah, he looks evil.
Why is he just plotting?
So you got the old like rubbing their hands together
Yeah,
again. He's
new era, he's ready.
new era. He's loving it.
But yeah, that's all the important slash unimportant news, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was the race in an email, pretty much.
pretty
That's
much. It was an entertaining race.
yeah, it was actually a good one. The I was actually expecting more safety cars than there actually were. I
Yeah.
thought we were gonna get at least two.
Hey, there's
Good.
still 100% safety car rate on that track.
Yeah. Six rookies on the grid. You'd think one of them was gonna hit the wall.
Yeah. The only rookie action was between Fernando and
I forgot about that. Jeez. Uh,
three rookies bumped in this one.
so, so I feel like that should bring up our top three moments from the race. I'll let you go
For
first
sure.
as
You let
I've
me
been
go first.
yapping.
We'll go 1-1.
One on one? Okay. So we
Okay.
can start from three or like top. Is this
I
was
don't
this
mine aren't like exactly in order anymore.
okay. Oh, okay.
Okay. But you know what? You know my number one. Guess what my number one? Pierre crash out.
This is pure evil hating from you. This isn't like
For those who don't know, which is all of you, because this has
all of
just been
you.
between me and Austin. I don't know why. I just do not like Pierre Gasly. I
I
just
thought it was
can't
because
do it.
he was bald. Like I
I
thought you just hated
no,
the
like I
bald.
don't know why. The bald is just like an easy way to advance the hatred, but
My my number one was a bit more serious than that. It was the Lando not Lando, the Oscar Piastri overtake. You know
Mhm.
the exact one I'm talking about.
Yep, yep, good one.
It switched to it on camera and I was like half paying attention because it was a bit of like a lull bit in the race. And
Yeah.
then I just seen like go by and I was like, oh fuck. And like I locked it back in again.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then I mean that's gonna be used for generations on Twitter for everyone do using Lando slander. It'll be like, he could never do that in his life. This is why Oscar's the greatest.
Meanwhile, he overtook Lewis 3 times.
One compared to three. Come on. But speaking of that, that was my number two. Lewis and Lando flipping three times.
They're just playing tag, okay? It's
I
like, you know,
found
when
that
you're like standing
really
next to
funny.
someone in tag and it's like, you're it, you're it, you're it.
It was the commentators made that so much better because after the first time they're like, oh, maybe like Lando like will learn. Like Lewis is still trying to get this DRS trap, and then they're like, oh, I think Lando hits the DRS, and then Lewis is wing up. Like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, they're like, I think he has it. And he's just like, nope. Yeah.
What was your two?
My two was Oscar's laugh after.
The brick laugh.
Yeah. Yours are all like actually things that happen on the track. Mine
Mine are all actually things that happen on the track.
mine are not.
Oh,
I was just like top moments. This is fun, you know?
it was quite good. I
You're so
enjoyed
funny.
the
Because he's the most like nonchalant, like doesn't even care if anyone's just like, oh, awesome. But that
yeah.
laugh is so funny.
Like the second I heard it, I was like, I thought I was watching TikTok and I had like brick on. I was like, so
But it's also anytime you watch, you're ahead of me. Like 100 every single time. You're texting me updates and I haven't watched them yet. And so you text me that and I was like, what? And then I like put my AirPod in and then like I immediately just
I don't have I don't have a TV anymore, so I have to watch it, my slower TV, which has me like 30 seconds behind on any sport I watch. I have my laptop. It's my Lord and Savior currently.
I was watching mine on my laptop, so I actually don't know how you're ahead of me.
Yeah. Well,
Last time you were ahead of me because I was watching in the car on my phone, but this time I don't know.
yeah, I like messaged you something like spoiler, and I was like, oh fuck.
Okay, what's your number three?
My number three, another on track thing,
Of course.
was Alonso and Bortoleto because what came out of it was the Alonso radio, where he just sounded completely like Kimi Räikkönen. It was so good, but like when they were explaining the law as well, like oh he's the manager, like they were just all
Yeah.
joking around, like oh he's not gonna let him fly back with him, like
Yeah. Okay, my third's also a radio, and I kind of spoiled it because I forgot I put this, but it's just the Alex Albon
the
radio. Like
crash out thing.
just so funny. Like the true like man of my heart. Like I just love a good crash out.
I think you have a nickname for that.
Oh.
You didn't silence me last time. People would start calling you that.
And people would know. Anyway, yeah, love a good crash out, and I respect him for doing it publicly. Like, fair enough.
Yeah, we love a controversial king.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to our awards. These I think we'll post a spoiler for on Instagram. So if you're over on Instagram, you'll see who won our awards already. And now if you're just tuning in, you'll get to see us kind of explain why we picked these awards. If you watch the episode first, which who knows, people might, if you stumbled upon it, check us out on Instagram. But
Please.
please, we have 20 measly followers. We need more.
20 measly. We have 20 loyal followers. Would you like
It's
to
like
be
half of
21?
half of them are just my accounts, guys. Like,
The three different Katie
I was
accounts
gonna say
coming
if
together.
you count my two accounts and Shadows for Media and you, four of our 20, which is 1/5, is just us.
Hey, you gotta be your
Anyway,
own biggest fan. You gotta...
anyway, go. Yeah, that's you know what, real. Okay, we'll start with the Driver of the Day award because Sky Sports just never gets this right. So
No, the voting is so funny because it's purely based on nothing.
like nothing, but like it's
Um,
different. It's not even like the same person wins every week. Like it's different every week. It just never makes any sense.
no, it's the person who shouldn't win it would win it, and then the next week when they do deserve it, they don't get it.
Yeah, no, it makes
It's my driver of the day though was Charles Leclerc.
really.
Yeah, I he did quite a lot in that race,
Yeah.
holding off Lando for the past couple laps when he probably should have got taken. It was impressive enough. He got the Ferrari's first podium as well, so I thought that was
Mhm.
enough to give him driver of the day for me at least.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I have who I thought you were gonna have, which is
But
Lando Norris, obviously making up 6 positions. Like he had a
yeah,
great drive. Makes you
he
think
did.
how it would have ended if he didn't crash out in
I
Q3.
he definitely had the pace on that
Yeah.
weekend. I think if he would have been front row ish, I think he
Anywhere
wins
else.
that race. Yeah. For the comeback king is next. I had Lando Norris.
I fear I also had Lando.
Yeah,
I was trying to think of someone else, and like
yeah,
you could argue
nobody.
actually like Charles, or you know what, Kimmy had made up a few too, but like
While sick as well.
yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, this could only be one person. It had to be
Yeah, it had to be
Lando. Six
Lando.
positions. You have to
Yeah,
give it to the kid. Kid, he's like 20 fucking something.
the kid.
The kid, he's a grown man.
Okay,
Uh,
best radio.
I had I had Fernando Alonso's when he crashed with Bortoleto because I hadn't heard like a Kimi Räikkönen-esque radio for like a bit, and that like kind of had a flashback where I was like, oh shit, like is. But he yeah, that was my favorite. I need to pull it up. I need to see exactly what he said because I forgot fully what he said.
I mean, I'm sure it's been on screen like 4 times already so far,
Yeah.
but you can also pull it up because I don't remember.
Whoa, he moved under braking. Whoa, that was close. Whoa, so close. Check the car. It's just the whoa that gets me.
Whoa.
But yeah,
Okay, mine, we've already talked about one. I have two. Obviously Alex crash out. We've given it enough
yeah,
time. But also just Charles's thanks, Brian.
that was so good.
That's so good. They're so wholesome. Love them.
Did you see that picture of like they photoshopped Charles onto Stewie, a Family Guy?
No.
You didn't see that they're like, oh, thanks, Brian. And they just had like Brian the dog.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah.
for the next one is the Invisible Man Award, aka the driver we forgot about, who
Yeah.
did absolutely nothing in the race. I had Jack Doohan.
But his radio is so memorable.
That
Yeah,
we didn't get to hear.
no, that's fair.
Yeah.
I remembered him because he was like around the whole back of the race. I think I remember
Mhm.
him because he was getting lapped. TBH, but my
Yeah.
Invisible Man and another man I dislike.
Lance
Lance
Stroll.
Stroll.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I was thinking it was gonna be Lance Stroll, but I remember locking into a specific point of the race where he overtook someone.
Did
So I
he?
was like,
I literally, the only time I thought about him was when I thought that it was him that
I think he
Bordello
went from like
hit.
19th to 18th. It was like
No, it was when they crashed out.
he just weaseled his way
It was
through.
when Kimmy couldn't fix his car.
I had I had Doohan purely because I didn't hear a single thing from him that entire
No.
race. And like the commentators, the F1 had kind of had it was like Lando cam the entire race.
Lando
Like
and Oscar.
yeah, and Verstappen cam. It was like just
Yeah.
those three that had the
Yeah.
camera on the entire time. So to be fair, a lot of drivers did get forgotten about unless they made like a big move or almost crashed.
Yeah.
But yeah, Doohan just didn't do anything for me, I
Yeah.
don't feel.
Lando did, or Lando. Lance didn't either. It was funny as I saw a tweet and it was like Oscar's finally gonna get some airtime because he's starting in second.
Yeah.
And then I was watching and I was like, wow, he's getting a lot of airtime.
I knew the second he pit, I was like, this is his airtime done. Until they came back for the turn 10 incident.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh, poor guy, because he's pulling away from like Verstappen. Verstappen isn't catching him, and Lando's stuck behind Hamilton. Like,
Yeah. Okay, brake check champion. This is our ultimate chaos creator.
I have Yuki and Gasly doing
Fair enough.
the only crash of the Grand Prix, because there wasn't too much chaos other than like you could make a point for Bortoleto, which we
Yeah.
mentioned before, but one actually caused a full-on collision and a safety car, so it has to go to Yuki and Gasly.
I had Bortoleto honorable mention, but a dark horse pick here. The usual suspect, Liam Lawson, the only man to get a 10-second penalty in this race.
Oh, Liam Lawson. Oh, I forgot you got
Liam.
that. I forgot you got that
You got
penalty
it, yeah, 10
completely.
second, which is crazy. 10 is insane. When he's already all the way down there, you're giving him 10 seconds. Why?
Well,
Like,
what more does he have
shoot a
to
man
prove?
while he's down, I guess.
Well, what's his name? Franco Colapinto must be like sitting home in Argentina or something, like scheming, knowing every time Liam messes up, he's like a step closer to that seat.
No, I like Liam.
Yeah,
I know that's
I
a hot take.
it is, but I think he's all right. I think he's more likable when he's not trying to be Billy Big Bollocks. Like,
I think he's really likable with V-Carb.
yeah, when he's not trying to be the guy,
Yeah. When he's just
he
hanging out with Isaac.
yeah, like when he's just like one of the drivers, he's like he's calm. But when he tries to be bigger than he actually is, that's the second people will start like hating on you.
Here's my conspiracy theory. He is a lot more likable when he has his natural curls. When he's gelled it and slicked it straight up, unlikable. When he has his little curls out and he's giggling with Isaac, likable.
And he's giggling with his little partner.
When he's making little
No,
TikToks,
that
making his
he
hairs
he
all
does look
curly.
better with the natural curls out. I will
Yeah,
say that. Yeah,
he does. And he's more likable, period. Because
yeah.
the curls are usually accompanied by a smile.
He's happier on that day.
He's happier with the curls and with V-Carb. Like,
What else is he gonna do?
exactly. He's not gonna race with them. He might as well make TikToks.
He's not getting that Red Bull seat back. He's
Isaac's next.
Mom said it's my turn in the Red Bull. Oh, we're brain rotted.
Awful. That's terrible. That's so bad.
Like, I remember seeing that last year when Carlos Sainz got his appendix out and like Ollie Behrman
Yeah,
stepped
Ollie
up,
Behrman.
and there was like, Mom said it's my
That
turn
was
in the
at
Ferrari.
That was at
So
Saudi Arabia.
yeah, it was. He did well in that race as well. I was sitting there kind of hate watching him for like no reason. I was just like, I
You
don't
hate
like.
Behrman?
No, last year when he stepped in, I was like, I don't like this kid. I just something about him. I like him
I
now. I think he's all right now. I don't like the whole like gimmick of him being just like a child where like they have to get like dad on the radio. It's like you're not even the youngest on the grid. Like
no, but that was sweet.
it was sweet, but I just don't like that. It's just something about it where I'm just like,
That's his dad and his brother. That was sweet. What do you
yeah, I just don't know. It's just one
imagine
of
Paul
those things.
Terry and Morgan Terry?
I would be so confused.
Well, he was. He was like, "Hello, Thomas."
Yeah, and my dad's there going, hello, Austin. I'm like, what the fuck? Crash into the wall.
Immediate DNF. Okay, well that concludes our awards. Any final words, Austin Terry?
I sucks that this isn't a race week. I feel that it would have been fun this week, but we've got
Oh yeah.
Miami next week.
In the
It,
future, we'll preview the next one at the end of
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're just on limited time. I'm in the process of a move out. I exiled to Ottawa. So yeah, we don't have too much time on our hands, but we made time for this. But I'm just saying, Williams, we have a lot of time on our hands come next week. If you want to invite us to Miami,
We both registered for the,
please pick us.
what is it? It's a giveaway, basically.
Yes, it's a contest or something.
Welcome to Miami.
Please, we'll be so good. We'll be so good, I promise.
We'll be on our best behavior.
You won't touch the car.
But yeah, off week next week, and then we've got Miami coming up first weekend of May. But I've got the outro here, so thank you so much for joining us on our first episode of The Race Hangover. We hope you enjoyed and that this cured your Tuesday scaries, if you will. Be sure to follow us on all of our socials at The Race Hangover. Still shocked we got that handle
Yeah.
everywhere, to be honest. I guess the name was more original than we thought. I swear I've heard this before, but you know what, maybe not. As we said, next week is not a race week, but Austin and I may still cook something up. I'm thinking maybe Austin mansplaining some F1 lore to me.
I love mansplaining.
I thought you were gonna say I love F1 or like I love F4. So, as we mentioned, I'm a bit of a new fan, so I need a little background here. But let us know what you guys want to see because we can always change that if you don't want to hear Austin mansplain, which
Yeah, true.
I'm not sure I do.
A lot
So
of people probably don't.
don't know why I put that idea forward, but we'll see.
Why would you put that into the air? Why would you put that into the universe?
Yeah, I don't know. But with that, that is the end of our first episode, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.